Wait a few seconds. See if people come in. Because I always do this wrong. If you're a comment in this live and you're looking at me, go ahead and say something so I can see y'all. Okay. Hey, okay, hey, y'all. Hey, cousins. I haven't gone live in a long time, and I know I have been so MIA. I gotta remember to look at the camera. So, I know I've been so MIA like the last week or so. So I figured, I know you guys have been asking me to do another nail video, and I just didn't feel like setting up because I'm in like a self-imposed kind of like creative pause that will pick back up next week. But I figured I'd go live so that way I don't have to do all like the logistics and everything. So if it is loud in my background, excuse that. If you guys don't know, I live in North Hollywood, LA basically, and it is loud. So I have my window open, so it's gonna be a little loud. Y'all gonna hear planes and stuff going by, but basically this is just gonna be real laid back. I'm gonna talk y'all through how I do this because obviously my nails are already done, and I have the shakes because I've had a lot of caffeine and I'm sitting here drinking tea right now. I need to drink some water, but I'm gonna walk y'all through everything. I just feel like this would be a whole more laid back type situation. I can tell y'all what I'm using, why I'm using it. I can catch y'all up on stuff. Hopefully y'all be talking to me and interactive. Hey cousin, hey Annie, hey T Smith, Bill, how do you pronounce your name? Deandra, Jessica, Ava Nell, is that how you pronounce your name? Dallas, Dominique, Arika, Selena, Serenity, Erica, Hurricane, Holly, Tiff, who is my moderator. Thank you, Tiff. Myrna, of course, who always shows support, and my actual cousin at the tippy top, Joya, who, believe it or not, she inspired me to actually go get serious and learn how to do my nails. So y'all can jump in with questions anytime y'all want, and we just gonna talk. We just gonna chill. This alive, so it ain't got no kind of time frame or nothing. So I have my little like practice hand here, and I got this from Amazon, and these are just the fingers, and it's gonna be weird because obviously it's not overhead, but hopefully I'll be able to show and explain to y'all what I'm doing. And I got this from Amazon, and to be honest, this is not how I learned how to do nails. I haven't even worked on this practice hand but one time, and that's because I'm trying to teach myself actual acrylic. I much prefer just to learn how to do it on my own hands because that's the only person whose hands I'm doing. Okay. So I have that, and yeah, so let me just go ahead and let y'all see my nails. Y'all know I'm a beginner. I just started doing my nails in, I don't know, maybe the end of August. So what this is straight polygel, and I'm still, you know, working on my apex. I'm a beginner, self-taught, all tutorials and stuff, mainly watching long hair pretty nails here on YouTube, as well as Kiera Sky Nails and Nails, is how you pronounce it, Nail Nails. I watch those three channels a lot, and if it's anything, thank y'all. This thing already looks nice. It looks beautiful. Thank y'all. Hey Janisha, coming in. Thank you, Holly. So yeah, I'm still working, and my apex, like just getting my apex is gonna take some time. It's a lot. I feel like it's a little tricky, especially with the way that I apply my polygel. So I've only been doing my nails for a couple of months. So let me preface this by saying I am not a professional. This is just what I do. And also let me preface this by saying Femi Beauty, okay, I remember that too. Preface this by saying it's harder on these practice hands to me, like I don't know, having to deal with this plastic. So they come with Thank you, T. Smith. My hair is the Wild African. So you guys know I've been trying out some Wild African wigs. This is that wig that I tested pulling all the way down on my head. So I love this unit. It's just a very great unit. I don't have to use any bobby pins or anything like that. I wish I could get these to stay on so I could see y'all. Thank you. I was wondering how y'all felt about this setup. This is a great setup for nails. Let's see. I am definitely not pursuing nails as a profession. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that this is just something that I wanted to teach how to do my nails on myself, just how to learn how to do my hair. Same thing on my nails. Even on the shade room, I saw this where here in LA, somebody was trying to charge that girl like $200 for some French tips. It's like, oh no, baby. See, this is why. So I'm really not trying to do nobody else's nails. I just wanted to learn for myself. So, okay, so yeah, let me just run y'all down what you're gonna need or what I'm using. So I have the hand. The hand does come with the interchangeable little nail tips. You'll have to continue to buy these as they run out. This hand, practice hand, I think the one that I got was like $59 with the tips, but there are some cheaper ones, and then there's some more realistic, more expensive looking ones. So you could just, you know, get what you want. I also, if you guys saw one of my previous nail tutorials, I have the little practice fingers that I showed you guys in the last video, and I just got this just to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the tips on. You just kind of like clip them in. And I liked it because this hand was black. Like, this was the option. I didn't have to like scroll to get a black girl hand. Like, this was the option. The hand was a black girl hand, even though the fingers are white. I don't know why you just didn't make them black too, but thank you. You're in love with the print. Do I watch? I Meticulous Nails. I haven't seen them. Like, literally the only channels that I have been watching is Long Hair Pretty Nails, Kiera Sky Nails. See, I can't even get this hoe on there. Kiera Sky Nails and Nail Nails so far. And they're going playing. So I'm not gonna do this whole hand. I don't think, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put these on there, and then I'll talk y'all through everything else. So, but yeah, I'll definitely check out everybody that y'all telling me to check out, definitely. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off because I already had one on the thumb. No, I don't use dual forms for my current nails. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I do it. So I used to use dual forms sometimes when I first started on my non-dominant hand, so that because it was just harder to lay the polygel, but I just like, it's quicker. I just like to lay it myself. And I'm just drinking tea, if I didn't tell y'all. So, okay. So what I'm doing, I'm using everything I use on my actual nails, so it'll just be the same all the way through. I'm using Macart. I use a lot of things by Macart because they are the first brand that I learned to do my nails on. And I'm using the stiletto nail tips. So, oh, thank you. I got that mug from Target. And I'm sorry if I be saying and smacking in my lives when I have, I'm ratchet. I'm a little ratchet, you know what I'm saying? When I edit my videos, I can edit all that stuff out. Is polygel harder than dip nails? I don't know. I haven't done dip nails on myself. I used to get them when I used to, every now and then when I used to get my nails done professionally. I got my nails done professionally. I was like, used to be on it. I got that every now and then, but I always prefer acrylic. And sorry if I'm a little airheaded. Those of y'all know, no, we ain't got to say it in the comments, but y'all know. I'm gonna be a little spacey, okay? So, okay. The way that these tips go, and one thing I will go ahead and say about these tips, um, thank you, Trin. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm a little ghetto. I smack a little bit. One thing I can say about these tips is that my friends always make fun of me that I have small hands. I do have hands on the smaller side, but also my nails are small, like my actual like nail beds and stuff. And these tips from McCart, first of all, are flat. So let me go ahead and pull one out. And they go from 1 to 10, with 1 being the largest tip or the widest, and 10 being the smallest. And there's another plane, child. So this is a 2, and this is how wide the tip is. And I think a 2 was my thumb nail. I can't tell now because I built my apex, but a 2 is probably where I was with my thumb. And I like to use, or I started to gravitate towards using stiletto tips because I prefer coffin type shapes, and it's a lot easier to just go ahead and get that coffin shape if you do a stiletto tip. You still have to trim them a little bit, but it's a little bit easier. But what I noticed about these tips as opposed to my other tips from a card that are square is that the apex is pretty much non-existent in these tips, if y'all see how flat those are. And the other one, they're a little bit already rounded. And then also the nail bed on these comes up a lot higher on the actual nail. So like I line the tip of my nail up with, can y'all see that? With that line. And then that is where it's going to be glued. So it gives a little bit more security, but it lays a lot flatter, if you guys can see that. So you really have to build your own apex. Excuse me. So just keep that in mind with those tips. With the other ones, I feel like I didn't have to work as hard to build a strong apex, but I'm still talking about stuff I don't even know what I'm talking about. No, I'm not painting the nails, child. Just let me get on to it. Boy, I know I'm taking a long time, but I swear, if y'all got to pop in, tip out, this is just we're gonna move as quick as my brain can move right now. So I got the tips. Next thing you're gonna need, obviously, is your polygel. And I keep all my polygels in this box just to keep up with them. All these didn't come like this. And what we're going to be using today, or what I use for my nails, is Cover Pink. And this one's actually by Gershon. So, thank you. I think you're talking to me. Actually, no. I take that back. Well, yeah. We'll go ahead and use Gershon. I wanted to see, because I'm gonna also show y'all how to get the floral print, which is a foil layover. So I wanted to see what it looks like on a different color. So I may do 2 nails for y'all. And I wanted to try, I'm also gonna use the McCart Cover or Dark Pink. And just to see, I think that'll be really pretty. So I'm gonna use one of each. So you're gonna need that. I just started using these 2. At first, I wasn't using any kind of nail primer, and I think this is what helped my nails last so long. The time before this, they lasted like 3.5 weeks. I literally had to take them off. This is from Modelones. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have the nail prep dehydrator and the nail primer. And hopefully once I get out this live, I can list all these. And everybody been telling me I need to start an Amazon store. It is coming. Hey y'all, if y'all just coming in. It's coming, okay? And then my favorite top coat so far, I've tried a couple top coats at this point, is from McCart. So I'm going to use their top coat, and I'm also going to use their base coat. And this is, if you saw my previous nail videos, this is the laying tool I'm going to be using to lay my polygel, also by Macart, and all that comes in the initial Macart polygel kit. Obviously, you're going to need your clips and the nail foil art set, which we'll get to in just a second. So, yeah. Hey cousins, let me go ahead and, I know somebody has said Summer Walker in the comments, and that's so funny because that's who I'm gonna play, just to have some vibes going on. So give me 1 second. Hopefully they don't demonetize me. Hopefully. Turn it down. I don't even think y'all can. So hopefully they can't hear it. Sure. Alright. Oh shoot, I don't have my drill. Okay, hold on 1 second. I need my drill and I need, oh Lord. I don't know about where y'all live, child, but it is still 80, sometimes 90 degrees in LA here in November. So I'm hot. Hot as hell under this wig, child. Okay. It's freezing in New York. Child, it is hot. I'm sweating. And my air conditioner is so loud that I don't want to turn it on. Because it's already, see, I'm doing the most because it's already loud here. Okay. All right, so I already showed y'all this drill and everything in the previous nail video, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I also showed y'all, hey cousin, I also showed y'all my nail bits in a previous video. So basically this right here is not even necessarily necessary, but you need to prep your nails. Like that's really important in your nails. Last thing is prepping your nails, especially getting that cuticle area away. For this actual hand, it's necessary because otherwise the tips have a really hard time sticking to the actual nail. So that's the only reason I'm finna buff down this nail. Oh yeah, I love these. Don't mind them being dirty. I literally just did my nails last night. So I snatched the finger off, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's so awkward to me using these. I'm gonna file just a little bit more just because usually when I file it, I think I done file and then it be too smooth. So what y'all been up to? Because I've been MIA and I wanted to talk to y'all because everybody's in this really big. I'm gonna go ahead and clip this little excess because I don't need it. Oops. Yes, we stand a multi-talented queen. Thank you, boo. Yeah, so everybody been up in a tizzy about Instagram removing these likes, honey. And I just feel like I am of the minority of influencers who don't give a damn. Like, I just don't care. Like, I don't care that they removing likes. And this just comes from Instagram just progressively me just seeing this coming a long time ago. It has nothing to do with mental health. It has everything to do with monetization and ads. And I'm gonna get into this later, but I've been reading a lot of good books lately. I finally got back on my reading challenge. I had fell off just because moving is rough, okay? So last year I was able to read so many books so quickly because I wasn't moving across the country. This year it was a little bit difficult. So here it is November and I've only read like 24 books and my goal is 50. So I'm like hustling to read a lot of books. But anyway, I just have had to adopt this mindset when it comes to a lot of things that no matter what's for me is for me. The universe is always working for me, is always working in my favor. And I just can't give so much energy to some likes. Like, first of all, from a influencer standpoint, just from working and knowing like the business, companies have never been concerned with the number of likes that you get. That's number one. They don't really care, first of all, because supposed to be buying likes. Like, I don't know if y'all know that. I ain't trying to put nobody, out there, but likes can be bought, okay? So companies ain't never cared about no likes. Companies care about your engagement. They care about your impressions, and what your impressions is the number of people who see your post. Like, how many people are you actually able to reach through, your hashtags, your promotion, your just the splash that you make in your atmosphere. So they want your impressions and then your engagements. How many people are actually interacting with what you post, which is leaving thoughtful comments. How many people are actually swiping up on the links that you are leaving, or clicking on the link in your bio and things like that. And that's still going to be available, to my understanding. That's still going to be available. So essentially, I feel like Instagram is doing this to drive businesses. Please let this stay on. To drive businesses to purchase more ads with them. And that's the thing about using these plastic shits. Excuse my language. It's hard getting to stick to this. That's why I don't like using these. So I feel like it could hurt small businesses, because small businesses still go through influencers and things like that. But I feel like it's not really going to affect the influencer coin as much as influencers are worried about. I've always personally looked at Instagram a little bit different than a lot of influencers. A lot of influencers started their influencer journey on Instagram and then transferred over to YouTube, whereas YouTube was always like where I preferred to be, my bread and butter, so to speak, my true home, because I felt like I could express myself more creatively over here. I can create longer videos. I can actually edit. We actually get paid for every bit of engagement that happens on your YouTube feed versus your Instagram. People be, and I know some of y'all may not even be interested in this, but if you ever are, people be so stressed about going viral on Instagram, and it's just like, why? Like, yeah, the notoriety, the attention, blase is nice, but you going viral on Instagram is not as beneficial to you as you going viral on YouTube. Just saying, because all those views that people watching you on Instagram, you're not getting paid for that. Whatever, you know, thoughtful content you work so hard to put on YouTube, people watching it and commenting, and you're getting attention, you're getting, you know, famous, getting clout, but you're not getting those coins, okay? So I don't care about seeing a number of likes. That's just me. All right, so hopefully the tip is on there. And what I usually would do is, I'm gonna let that sit for a little while. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute, because that look a little unstable. Hell, this pinky in general, I don't like this, y'all. I don't like these little plastic things. So I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. But yeah, the number of likes, just, I don't feel like it's gonna affect people as much as they think it is. So I've been kind of even MIA. Hey cousins, if y'all are just coming in, I've been kind of MIA on Instagram all week as it is, just because, like I said, I need a little break. But supposedly they're rolling out the no likes next week, child, and hopefully we all just come back to YouTube. Let's just do that. Everybody just come back to YouTube. We got stories on YouTube now. I've been trying to, you know, add to my stories a little bit. We got lives, we got videos, your favorite content creators. Y'all just, you know, y'all just come on here, like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah. What else has been going on? I told y'all I had a reading challenge. Hey cousin, I love you. Oh, you struggling to finish number 15 with the reading challenge. So yeah, I definitely am going to be uploading a video, of course, at the end of the year with all like the really good books that I've been reading and things. Is my music too loud? Is it distracting to y'all? Let me know. I've been reading a lot of good things. Right now I'm reading something that I know a lot of people may not be interested in. I'm a big sci-fi geek, and I like to read a lot of sci-fi, a lot of fantasy things. I also like to read, you know, fiction and Black authors and things like that. And if you can combine the two, fantasy and Black authors, I love that. So I recently finished Children of Blood and Bone. Book 2 is coming out next month on the 3rd. Already pre-ordered. I'm ready. Right now I'm reading this book 2 of this series called The Game is Life, and it's really interesting. It's kind of like a mix between Ender's Game and Matrix and Truman Show and Hunger Games, and it's hard to explain, child. But if you guys want to find me on Goodreads, I'm on Goodreads. You just look me up, finally.amber, and all my reviews and things like that are over there. But two of the craziest reads I read this month were because of Whitney, Pretty Witty 77. I was looking at her reviews, and she read this book called Behind Closed Doors. See, this hoe finna come up. Okay. What if I switch this? Is it the pink? Is it just, all of them looks like that. Okay, well, whatever. We just gonna roll with it. Okay. So for your solution, or for my solution, I use just 70 or 91% alcohol. People say they can tell the difference. I can't really tell the difference in using it. So go ahead and clean my brush a little bit. All right. Oh, I'm jumping all ahead of myself because these ain't my real nails. Okay, so once the tip is on, let's just go ahead and do it how I would do my nails. Start with a little dehydrator and just a little bit across the top. You don't have to put it on the tip. And then follow that up with a little bit of primer. I'm worried about how I'm gonna get this nail underneath this UV light. Let me see. guess I'll do that. Okay. So now I'm going in with the base gel. And this is what's going to help hold your polygel to your nails. And I just put this on the top because the polygel will stick to the tip. Just a thin layer of that. Thank you. And I'm just going to cure that for about 60 seconds. Oh, and see, this is motion detected, so it's hard with this. Y'all, it's a struggle not doing this on my actual hand. Yep, I live in North Hollywood. I'm so hot. It's so hot. I'm gonna turn my hair on. Yeah, I also got this light from Amazon as well. In my nail haul video, I have all this listed. So if you guys are wondering about any of the tools I use, after this live, you guys can go check out my nail haul video, and the links are in the description box for everything, like the Amazon links. I got you, girl. Man, 60 seconds is a long time in video time. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Annie. What time is it here? 3 o'clock. Um, 60 seconds is too long. Too long for what, child? This is what I do. This is what I do, okay? This will work for me. Because also, if I did it on 30 seconds, that's high heat. I guess I could do 30 seconds low heat, but you don't want to burn yourself either. Because I have burned myself doing this mess with the lamp being too hot. So now you're ready to go in. Oh. Let me go ahead and cut this. I wasn't planning on making this nail this long. Go ahead and cut it. Ooh! Y'all, this hand, let me tell y'all something about this hand, this little finger here. I ain't finna fight with this finger. I ain't finna fight with this finger. Let me tell y'all something. I done broke the damn finger, child. Because I'm so used to doing it on my own hand. But it's incredibly hard. It's so hard to do your own hand and record and shit. Hell. The struggle is real, child. And so sometimes I like to make my coughing just a little bit more pronounced. I made this whole crooked. It's because the finger came off. But y'all get it. Y'all get it. Woo! Open this window. It's so hot. It's so hot. It'd be a real lie if I pulled this wig off on y'all. We'll get real in this hole. Alright. So I like to dip the spatula in the alcohol just to make it easier to slide off. Why is it? Man, it be so hot, man. Oh my goodness. Whew. If y'all knew how loud. Okay, so this cover pink is really pretty, and I like to use this even in my ombre. I really love this cover pink color. So when I first started doing my polygel, I tried to do, when I was learning to build my apex, I tried to do the kind of 2 dot method, the same as when people do acrylic. However, with polygel, it didn't work for me. It works for some people, but I just do one. I just do 1 dot because it's just what I do. Okay, as I learn more and get comfortable with other things, I may do other things, but I can kind of eyeball it, and then if I need to do a little bit more, I'll do a little bit more. Okay, and then I take it and I put it actually right around where I want my apex to be, and then kind of scrape that down. What I like about polygel is you have time, like you have time to move and get yourself back together. It's not gonna really move on you or anything. So once I have that, oh, thank you, Janisha, I try to go ahead and build. So if you can see that little circle right there, polygel is fun to me. I dip in my solution, drag it up, and then I take it and gently drag first it down to the bottom of the nail. And one thing that I can say from learning to do polygel is make sure that you, and I'll show y'all in just a second, but make sure that you stay true to the shape that you cut on the side. It is very easy to make your nails fat and just fat and bubbly if you let that polygel bend down over the shape that you created. So let me shape this first, and then I'm gonna show y'all why I only use one. Okay, so I just did one drag. So I still have that circle at the top of my polygel, but it's kind of like all the way already down at the bottom. Now, that sounds so country. I gently work that up just a little bit, going up towards the cuticle, but trying to preserve the apex. It's hard to explain. I just kind of like, can y'all see that? I just kind of inch it forward. And polygel is so pliable, like until you seal it, it's gonna go wherever you tell it to go and stay wherever you tell it to stay. So I work that up, making sure I don't let it fall over the sides, gently working it back and patting it. It's just something that takes a little patience, and it'll start to come together. Y'all, it's so hard to do it on a nail that's not mine. Because I'm so used to looking this way at my nails now. You would think it would be easier this way. It's not. And I like to look at it, if it was my own nail, from every angle, just to make sure I'm not letting it fall like over the sides and losing that shape. So right now it still look kind of bubbly up top. Don't worry, I'm gonna smooth it out. But I just want to make sure that it's not falling over the sides so that I keep that nice crisp shape. And then I can start to, and all you do when it's like bubbly like that is just take it and gently pat, and you can literally take your time and turn it into whatever shape you want. And it takes time. Like, that's what I was telling people, like it's not something that unless you went to school for it, like it's gonna take, like people are like, oh, but it takes so long. It's still like it takes patience. It do, just like anything else. Learn how to do your nails take patience. Learn how to do your hair take patience. And you want to make sure that also you're taking your brush and like running it along the sides, because you don't want any of that polygel to be like still left on your skin, and then it dries rock hard to your skin. So now it don't have to be perfectly smooth when you first get it on there, because that's what your file is for. So if you have the general shape of the nail that you want, like for me, this would be good enough for me, you know. You remove this. I have a video on the child. Where y'all been on these videos? That's why I know y'all been on these videos. You with filing and with Polygel, actually, once you get the layer down low enough, you can soak the rest off. So you can definitely remove it safely. So for this, I'm actually going to be fine with it, because I know I can file and shape it and make it perfect. I just want to make, you want to also just, again, look at it from the other way so that one side is not more level. With me being right-handed, sometimes I tend to push my Polygel all to the left side. So you want to make sure that you look at it from every angle. I'm going to keep pulling this finger off. Let me go ahead and cure it. Because, baby. Sorry I took your finger off, Miss Mabel. I'm just going to take Miss Mabel finger and cure it. And then we'll put Miss Mabel finger back, okay? So yeah, usually I cure this for 60 to 90 seconds. It just depends on how thick I had to make the first layer. Poor finger, I know, child. They supposed to come off, but I don't know how folks really practice on these, because the nail bits move. They move so much. Yeah, it's worth the time. With my nails, it probably took me a total of about 2 hours to do this set, because I did the first hand and then we ended up having some friends come over, so I stopped doing my nails so I wouldn't be rude, and I went back and did the second hand. So it probably took me in total about 2 hours. So when you first take the nail out, it'll still look a little like pliable, but that's hard. Like, that's rock hard. That's what she said. I'm gonna cure it for a few more seconds. These last, it really depends on you. Like I said, the ones I had before these, I was saying in the beginning of this video, that they lasted me like 3.5 weeks, and I still had to take them off. So, all right, so that's good enough for me. Okay, so with this, the shape is good. For me, I would want to create some additional apex, and I'll tell you, I'm just gonna show y'all how you would do that if that happened to you. Like, if you just was like, I need a little bit more, you can build this. Like, this is oftentimes how people build ombre nails. They'll cure one color and then put the other color on top. So if you just feel like your apex could use a little bit more reinforcement, you literally can go in with just a little bit more. So I'll take probably, pray for your clumsy friends. We are not okay. Take a little bit more, and again, just lay that right on the apex. And then you can just build your apex from there. It'll make your filing, like, you'll have to make sure that you file so that everything is smooth and level. But you can literally build right at your apex and bring it down. You can do fill-ins with these, and there's actually a few videos I know in particular with long hair pretty nails that'll show like fill-ins. I usually always want a fresh set, but one day I'm gonna try a fill-in. Right now, I think I be wanting fresh sets because I'm still working on not getting my nails to lift. My last set didn't lift at all, but I had some lifting on a couple sets before that. And this is literally how I am with my nails, like looking at it from every angle just to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Nothing too, like nothing that the file can't fix, basically. I am one of those people who I'll let the file fix it. Like, I don't have to have the nail perfect. I don't mind filing it like until it's perfect. Some people, want to do as less filing as necessary. I'm like, the file will fix it, and it will. Your nails be looking bomb after you file them, and they was looking real bumpy when you first did it. The point is just to get the enforcement there, the shape, and then you can smooth it out with your file. So I did my nails last week. Oh yeah, acrylic, baby. It's not for the weak. I'm learning acrylic now. That's what I got this hand for, to teach myself how to do acrylic. And baby, just getting the dots to form. Like, I'm still working on the right ratio of liquid to dots. And also, it smells so bad. But I was watching All of Destiny when she did her $15 set, the last set that she showed. And the kit that she had came with the drops that come in it to keep the smell. And she said you could still smell it, but it wasn't as strong. So I may not buy the whole kit because I already have like a whole bunch of acrylic powder. But I want that drop solution. Okay. I'm going to cure that a little bit more. Yeah, that's where she got it from. Sally, she got a 9-cent. I think the kit is where I think she got the kit from Sally's, but it had that 9-cent thing in it. Yeah, I know they sell them a whole bunch of places. Okay, so after that stage, you want to go in. I just have like the cotton wipes, and it's gonna be sticky, so you want to just go ahead and take that initial sticky layer off so it don't gunk up your file. Alright, so from this point, this is what your nail would look like if Miss Mabel, come on Miss Mabel, show them your nails, child. This is what your nail would look like. And this is just like practice cuticle area. I didn't find out none of her cuticle area for this tutorial because this is plastic. This is plastic, and I don't have time. So then I would go in and start making the shape. This is an acrylic file. I like these because these files, I don't know what the bits on these are, but I like these. I can get these from Sally's. Oh wait, 100 by 180. I also like using the 240 by 180. I also like using the 240 by 182. And I'm just gonna go ahead and using long strokes on the side. That's how I make sure my sides are crisp. And you just lay it up against the nail and make sure your sides are crisp. I hope y'all, I'm explaining this in a way that y'all actually can learn something, child. Because I know it's all over the place. I really just wanted to come kick it with y'all for real. And I know y'all gonna want to know how I did my nails. Okay. And this is how I make sure, like, you can go this way, but I end up always making my nails, end up always making my nails crooked. So I like to just lay it flat. And that's how I keep my square shape. Okay, good. Hopefully a few of y'all at least get something. And then also I like to, it takes me like 2 hours to, it took me like 2 hours to do these. So also I have these, and these are recommended by nails to get some curved files. This is 180 by 240. When I'm shaping the top of my nails, I like to use the 240 side because it's a little bit softer and it's not gonna like just completely file the whole nail off. And so now just go in and any kind of bumpy humpiness that I had from laying my polygel, not like a professional, this will fix that. So just go in with your file. Now I'm moving super slow on this nail because I'm showing y'all, but in the amount of time that I've been on here, I've been to finish my whole hand, honestly. Especially if it's not a ombre, I wouldn't just cure one nail like this. I do want to go ahead and say that. If I was doing my own nails, I've gotten to the point now where I lay all my polygel, cure my whole hand, and then file it. But for these purposes, because these nails popping off and stuff, crazy nails, I'm just showing y'all one nail. So I'm just slowing down so I can explain this to y'all. And also make sure, especially if you have, get a curve file so you can get up in your cuticle area. In the beginning, a big mistake that I make, and also I see that other people make, they leave the top of their nails too fat. So it be all up on the cuticle and just like fat and bleeding over. Like make sure you pull your skin to the side. Like if you have, like I say I have meaty fingers. Make sure you pinch that and get all in there and stuff. And it should be a gradual, like you should have that apex look. And I usually hand file. Like I usually don't go back in with my drill unless I just did something all kind of crazy. I usually just hand file the rest of the way. Also, a trick I learned to maintaining my coffin shape, because sometimes the coffin can get a little, like, you can just end up making it a little square, is at the bottoms, like down here, I hold my file to an angle and I just file, like I create a middle line in my mind or visually on the nail. And then I file diagonal right at the bottom, and then I straighten it up like in line with that diagonal at the top, if that makes sense. Like I'll file the bottom in a diagonal first. Yes, I'm still using Amazon Prime Polygel. If y'all just coming in, I'll put everything when I finish this live. Hopefully within a couple hours I'll put it all in the description box. Okay, so take your finger off, Miss Neighbor. You'll have a nail that looks something similar to this. It has a little apex there, but it was hard for me to build the apex because the nail kept popping off. But you'll have something similar to that. Nice little shape, looks very similar to my nails. And then I'll take the alcohol again and just get that, like, you know, all that foul gunk off of it before I go in with the next step. Let me see if I goddamn change this to a different finger with it to stay in. Okay, maybe it's just that pinky was loose. Okay, I moved it to a middle finger so I can work a little bit better. Okay, so then I got all the foul gunk off, and so what I'm gonna be doing, so this is the color. So y'all was asking, did I paint my nails? No. So as you can see, that's what I like about colored polygel. You don't have to worry about polish, especially if you're like me and you're not the best polisher. I'm gonna go ahead, if this was just like the regular nails, you just go ahead and add a top coat. But I want to show y'all exactly what I did to get the design, because last night I was showing one of my friends my nails, and they thought this was encapsulated, and it's not. It's just a full overlay, and this is really easy for, you know, beginners. So I got this from a cart, and this is one of the full overlays. Has a whole bunch of different like stars and things, and then this is another one. I'm really excited. I haven't used any out of this one yet. And basically what full overlay does is transfer whatever the design you have onto your nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and line that up. See where I want it to be. And I'm not gonna lie, my nails now was my first time doing full overlay transfer, so mine still aren't perfect. But again, I'm just showing y'all what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and fold this back up and put it back in. Y'all, I am sweating. I'm hot. Not turn this on. I have to take a whole nother shower once I finish this. I don't like to be all sweaty and fish. I like my apartment to be cold, actually. I don't like that hot shit. Alright, I'll fix that later. So I've opened everything and moved it around, but I'm pretty positive that the full art set, like you buy them, it comes with whatever foil you have and 2 nail art full glue polishes. So I'm gonna take the full glue, and right on top of the nail, we'll go ahead and just put a nice even layer, because I am going to lay it on the entire nail. Yeah, I'm going to save this live, definitely. Even if I feel like I ain't explaining it good enough, but hopefully I am. And the video that I watched said cure it for 2 minutes. So I usually cure it for 1 minute and then turn it back on. because I have a low setting and it's 99 seconds. Sometimes I'll do that, but just cure it for what you feel like you need. I don't know how to tell if it's wrong or it's right. All these lamps have different heat settings. So, child, just cure it for what you think you need, okay? And this stuff does get sticky, so I think that's why they want you to cure it like for a decent amount of time, so it just don't make it super hard, like unmovable. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, before I even start laying this floor, okay? Y'all, today's my first time, and my nail floor look pretty good, but it definitely look close to be a little bit better, a lot better. Okay. So yeah. So like if you can see with this one, I didn't take it all the way up to the top of there. If you're trying to cover the whole nail, you want to make sure you bring it to the top. So you'll be able to tell what the front and what the back is with your nail foil art. But all you're going to do is where you want it to start. I had it this way. I want the flower to start. Let's see right here. I'm gonna lay it on. Now I'm not even gonna lay this bottom part because just from doing my nails, I figured out it's hard to get it to transfer all at one time when you have an apex, especially. Just getting it to fold. So I'm gonna transfer the top flower first. And just apply a little bit of pressure. And then, let's see. So I got my first flower. I'm gonna show y'all obviously when it's done. And then you'll see it transferred. So the flower that I transferred was right there, just from laying it on there. So you can be strategic, you know, like put certain ones. Last night I just laid the whole foil on there and it was bending, so it cracked and some of it didn't transfer. But I'm seeing now it's better if you are like very intentional with it. So I'm gonna lay this big rose right here. And this is just what I do, okay? This is just what I did. I ain't no professional. I feel like I always gotta say that because then I feel like somebody somewhere gonna see this video when I keep the live up and be like, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. Well, my nail's cute to me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, the bottom part didn't even transfer all that good, but see? You live, you learn, child. Okay, so basically, I messed that bottom part up a little bit, but you'll have your nail art design from your flowers. Okay? You just gotta take your time and make sure that you're pressing. Like, and even what's so crazy about that is, even if you like mess it up, if it's still on the foil, if you know exactly where you laid it, let's see. You can go back in and lay it back in there and try to like fix what it did. So I'm gonna lay another flower on top. And it's just something that takes trial and error. So like I said, it's a tutorial on the video, but this just really what I do. Okay. It's just really what I do. So once I have my nail, then I just go in with my top coat. Like I said, I really like the Macart top coat. It actually makes my nails shiny versus a lot of other top coats. I feel like I don't know. I can tell a visible difference in my top coat with Macart versus all the other top coats I use with my gel. I'm not the best nail polisher in the world. And then I'll cure this for another 60. Child, we've been talking for an hour and I did one nail, but I feel like I need to explain to y'all what I was doing. I would have did my whole hair in this time, I promise. But it'll definitely take you a lot longer if you do it like this, like one nail at a time, because you got to think. Like when I first started, I was doing that one nail at a time, but then you got to let everything cure for up to 2 minutes between steps. That time will add up. So the more you do it, faster you'll get. Just like with anything, the easier it'll get, the less time you'll spend doing it. I progressively get faster. Okay, and so that's literally it, y'all. The nails that you don't want no designs on, like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit more alcohol just in case. Make sure I got all the sticky stuff. And that's it. Like, it's still a little crooked. But that's how I did my nails, okay? So, if you didn't want a design on it, you just put a top coat and you would be done with your whole nails. So, everything, like I said, everything that I used, thank you, Tiff, everything that I used as far as my tools and my nail haul video, everything that I used to create this specific set, I'll put down at some point today. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to put it immediately after this video goes live because I haven't eaten today and I want to eat. And I'm finna go live on Instagram. I'm finna go live on Instagram with y'all in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go live on Instagram with y'all in about 30 minutes. If you are an Instagram cousin or Kush cousin, then you know what's up. You know what we get together on live and do, okay? So I'll see y'all over on Instagram in probably about 30 minutes. Maybe I may go straight from this because if I wait 30 minutes, I ain't gonna do it. And that's it. So I can't promise I'm gonna list everything, but it'll be here in the next 24 hours. What else? I think that's all I wanted to cover with y'all. Let y'all know where I've been. Let y'all know I'm coming back. I was just taking a little break. Let y'all know that Instagram removing likes is not going to be the end of the world. And if it is, we got a whole world over here, okay? That YouTube ain't removing their likes, okay? You can still like and dislike all you want. So, yeah, as far as like everything that's been going on with me, I'm obviously still in LA, still loving it. Anything else? I feel like anything else. If y'all got any questions, let me know real quick. If y'all just got any specific questions, let me see if I skip any question. The apex is the hump in the nail. Okay, so yeah, if y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live because we've been live for a minute, but hopefully that helps. The next nail tutorial I do will probably just be straight looking down on my nails, but I feel like, you know, this is a little bit more personal and this is just a live anyway. So I love y'all. If this was your first time visiting my channel and watch this live, you definitely should be my cousin. I call all my subscribers my cousins. So make sure you join the channel. Join the family, subscribe to my channel, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a video. And I will see all y'all in the next upload.